Hi everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, it's another week of Ask Me About Bolivar, and like I said last week, we're working on Fort Travis. Last week we had the general overview talking about the history of it, how it came about, and the 1900 storm and the effects that it had on it. And if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go to our YouTube channel and look it up under our page. And make sure you follow along. Now this week, I'm happy to say we're going to talk about Battery 236. We're going to take you inside and out, talk about the history and why it came about and what it held. But first, I want to thank Judith Rinks. She's a lady that's been helping me on Fort Travis, and she's got a lot of love for the forts of the Gulf Coast area and a lot of history on it. And so she's coming out with a book. In fact, when I talked to her, when I started doing the research and that, this is what she had to say. I've had an interest in the coastal forts since I saw my first gun emplacement at 3 years old. As a historian, I love the story of the sites. As a mechanical designer, I'm fascinated by what the state of architect and engineering of the structures. Now I'm working on a book about the three modern era 1895 to World War II forts: Fort Crockett, Fort San Jacinto, and Fort Travis, which are the only locations of the three where the batteries are in generally good condition and can be viewed by the public. And so I want to thank her for everything she's helping me on this venture of Ask Me About Bolivar on Fort Travis. She supplied some great photos you saw in the general, and you'll see some more in this video. And she's showing some old photos that I couldn't have got hold of without her. And so I just want to thank her, and I can't wait to read her book. As soon as it comes out, she said she's just in the starting part of it, writing it and getting everything sent in, and so we'll keep you updated on that. But today's show's all about Battery 236. Listen in, take a look around, and enjoy the show. The Silent Centennial, unveiling the legacy of Battery 236 at Fort Travis on Bolivar Peninsula. Prior to the attack on Pearl Harbor, the United States military embarked on a mission to modernize its coastal defense. The obsolete Endicott batteries were to be replaced by standardized designs that bore numerical identifiers rather than the names of war heroes, and the World War I fortifications upgraded. Galveston, a strategic location along the Gulf Coast, received two new batteries, one of which was Battery 236 at Fort Travis. The battery was designed to house two 6-inch shielded guns, a testament of the evolving nature of warfare. Construction and activation. On October 19, 1942, construction commenced on Battery 236. Symbolizing a commitment to strengthen the nation's coastal security. A 30-foot steel battery commander's tower was erected at the rear of the battery, overseeing the coastal expansion. The battery was transferred to the artillery on August 9, 1945, but unfortunately it never received its intended 6-inch gun tubes. Battery 236, although devoid of its intended armament, played a vital role during World War II. The installation was equipped with the CWS M1A1, the Collective Protector Chemical Warfare System. This defense measure underscored the military's commitment to protecting its shores from potential threats. After the war, all equipment in the battery was removed except for portions of the CWS, which remains in the airlock area as a silent witness to history. And as you can see, we've got some views of that, and it's really in great shape. Post-war years, and community shelter. In 1946, Battery 236 was deactivated and the gun carriages and tower were dismantled, marking the end of its military service. However, its story did not conclude there. Fort Travis, despite being sold in 1949, continued to serve the Bolivar Peninsula as a storm shelter, with Battery 236 providing refuge during the ferocious Hurricane Carla in 1961. A glimpse into history. Today, Battery 236 stands as a testament of the resilience of communities in the face of adversity. While no longer an active military installation, the Battery occasionally opens its doors for tours, allowing visitors to step back in time and witness the remaining of the bygone era. Echoes of wartime preparations and the silence of Battery 230 serve as a reminder of the sacrifices made to secure the nation's shore during a pivotal period in history. Well, as you can see, we had permission to go in and fly Battery 236 with our drone and do some video work. And we're working on trying to get some estimated times on when these batteries can be open yearly. I know a lot of times during the week, if you're up there, every once in a while you'll catch a door open. One of the parks people are inside. But, you know, Galveston County owns and manages the park now and really keeps it up in great shape. It's manicured and the view from up there is unbelievable. And so we can't wait to cover some of the other batteries. I think next week we're going to do the Kimball Battery, where we had a chance to go inside and they've got new lights up inside. So if you're ever in Southeast Texas, maybe around Galveston, Beaumont, Houston, make sure you take the time to come down and see a little Texas history, the Bolivar Lighthouse, and beautiful Fort Travis, which encompasses 60 to 70 acres of manicured elevated land, and the view from up there is just unbelievable over the ship channel, what you can see. So we're going to head on out. Once again, I want to thank Judith Rinks for everything she's helping me on, and can't wait to see her book whenever it comes out in the future about Fort Travis, Fort San Jacinto, and Fort Crockett. We're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next Wednesday at 6 a.m. for another Ask Me About Bolivar, where we're going to cover the Kimball Battery at Fort Travis here on Bolivar Peninsula. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. The Big Store, located at 2385 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, on Bolivar Peninsula. If you're on Bolivar Peninsula and you need anything, stop by the Big Store, where you'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. The Big Store is a fully stocked grocery store with fresh fruits and vegetables, meat department with hand-cut steaks, canned goods, dairy products, frozen foods, and beer and wine. The Big Store is also home to a gift shop, camping and fishing supplies, RV supplies, tools and hardware, and home goods, all under one roof. The Bolivar Peninsula Superstore, like they say, if the Big Store doesn't have it, chances are you really don't need it. For more information on the Big Store and their weekly sales ad, please visit www.thebigstore.us.